Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're playing Wurm, Journey to the Center of the Earth. Alright, so what do we got here? Alright, we have a side-scrolling shooter, but we're on the ground instead of flying. Oh, nice! Alright, so we got enemies. Okay, that is the most garbage thing you can do in a game. Wow, it's a one and done. But to have an enemy that can shoot through walls where you can't and put you in a spot where you're absolutely screwed is absolutely trash. That takes a game from being even playable to just not worth bothering with in any shape or form. Like, what are you supposed to do with that shit? Like, you can't actually get to the enemies. Like, look at the... Like, what is this shit? Our bullets all of a sudden just shoot off to the side instead of... The trajectory of everything makes no sense. And then we also have enemies that can shoot in 360 degrees through walls. Like, this game, honestly, because of that, is absolutely just garbage. Like, it started off where it seems like it could have been a decent little fun game. But the fact that the enemies do that and your gun does that, like, this makes no sense. So we're on an angle, we can't shoot at an angle for the enemies that are down at an angle, but they can shoot up at an angle at us. And they're shooting through, and then our drill goes through walls, but not enemies. We can't jump, we can't maneuver, we can't really dodge at all in any way, shape, or form. Any of the enemy stuff, they can shoot through walls in any direction they see fit. Like, this game actually is absolute garbage. Now we're just... What was that? Now we just materialize through walls? Like, there's so much wrong with this game, it's not even funny. Did they not quality control or test this thing out before they played it? Like, we're gonna do one more time, because I want to know what the hell that... Okay, so we can transform into a flying monstrosity. Oh, but so the stalactites hit us, but the stalagmites don't. We just go through those. Like, this game would be good if it wasn't for such, like, the stupid inaccuracies and inconsistencies in this game and what they allow the enemies to do. Like, there's absolutely no point in being a tank at this if you could do this. I guess we're running out of fuel, maybe, is why. Got something on radar. I'm showing a life form. It looks exactly like a beholder. Talk? We can talk? Now we go to So now we go into a first person. Like, I want to like this game. I really do. It's kind of interesting, but it also is just kind of shitty with what they're doing. His eye must be the nucleus. This is getting kind of redundant, though. We blow up his stuff, then he becomes back fully intact. I mean, kind of a fun boss fight. I'm not gonna lie. Really interesting that you got to talk to your guys, do stuff. Like, it really is a unique game in a lot of aspects, but just kind of the BS that they put in here, just really kind of, it makes it a disappointment and a letdown. Maybe I'm just being too critical because of it, but it really is kind of frustrating. It's like, it's making everything very difficult for just because the game is not programmed or coded properly. Now we go from... They are all over the place in this game. Not in a bad way. Her jumping... So wherever you are when you go to attack is as high as you jump. It like stops you mid-jump. Oh, we're running out of bullets. Okay. All right, now we're just at it. Well, what is going on here? We can't duck and hit these guys. Like our kick attack is sketchy at best. Like, I want to like this game, but there's too much wrong with it. I guess we're gonna... Okay. Ah, God, yeah, I can't do it again. I can't. Well, let's see where we continue. All right, you know, we're gonna continue here. We're gonna try a little bit more, but it just there's too much wrong with it over everything that's right with it. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, the game has great concepts, has a lot of uniqueness, is kind of cool and kind of fun, but there's so much wrong with the game, mostly in combat, which is 90% of the game, that actually kind of destroys what little like goodwill you have for the game. Alright, I guess we're gonna go down. And like, now we're getting into more just stuff that I find just really annoying, is like the level design. We are doing the same thing. We fall down into like the exact same rock formation, all the same colors, all the same cave, everything. Like, so much of it is just all the same. Another thing, you can't change direction when you're ducked. I always hated that. There's almost no point in fighting. Oh, Jesus, there's a lot of these guys. And, like, that didn't even look like a door. We just went up to it and fell into somewhere else. Yeah, changing direction is so hard. Like, it's so slow that you... Yeah, combat almost feels like an afterthought of this game. Like, you can't change direction when you crouch. Okay, fine, I'll give them that. But changing direction in general is just so slow and almost feels clunky. It's almost like you have to think about it, then you have to kind of make your body move, and then all that, like, it doesn't work. Which is weird to say in a game, that turning your character does not work well, but it doesn't. Combat is just really shitty. They have a kick, but it only works, but it only does it every now and again because you have to hit up and attack, or up and jump, which is weird. But it actually, sometimes you kind of jump, sometimes you kick. It's very inaccurate. It doesn't do anything. Just so much is wrong with the game that you really want to really like, but you just, honestly, you can't. Like, honestly, you really just can't like the game even though you want to, because there's just too much wrong with it. Like, again, I can't get over this. Your gun should be shooting down and then off at an angle, not off to the side and up. Like, you have a gyroscopic gun, apparently. Oh. We died. Alright, so now we gotta transfer him over to... We're gonna... One more time. We're gonna play until we die one more time. I'm gonna keep trying because I want to like the game. I do. I really want to like the game. I'm trying to, but... We got random balls just coming at us. Our attacks are slow. Don't seem to connect with anything half the time. Are weak. So we're running out of gas. We ran out of fuel, but I think we're in a boss fight again. Or maybe just another... Now we're changing... Like, again, you want to like the game. There's so much going on, and they did... But, like, your ship is slow. Like, I get the ship is slow. Going based on what we've seen as far as the ship is. But, like, everything about it is just, like, really kind of... When you're playing kind of games like this, you want fast pace. Like, you can't maneuver for anything in this game. Our gun sucks. We don't have enough time to be able to hit anything. Like, look at this shit. Like, we can't maneuver. We can't... Our weapon sucks. We're slow, and everything is faster than us. Like I said, the combat really makes this game almost unplayable. Just to the point where it's just aggravating, annoying, stupid, nuisancey. Like, everything is wrong with all the combat in all of the forms of this game. From the basic side-scroller to the fact that when you're the human to the other top-down side-scroller, everything is wrong with all of the combat throughout the entire game. There is nothing that works. There is nothing, like, no consistency, nothing that works, nothing that just, you know, like, makes the game playable. And you want the game to be playable. There is all this stuff going on. The story seems okay. Like, actually a decent little story. You've actually even got it drawn out. Like, you got interesting boss combat. You've got all 4 different modes of everything going on. Just so much going on in this game that you really want to play it. You really want to enjoy it. And then you actually play the game and the combat is so bad that you don't even care anymore and you don't really want to play it. Even though you do, you know? So it's really weird. But it doesn't work. And it's disappointing because you want it to work so badly. Like, this is a game you honestly want, like, Game Genie. Like, you want to give yourself, like, infinite fuel, infinite shield. And just those 2 things alone would make this game playable. Because it wouldn't matter what's going on. And you could still go through it and have some fun and do things. This is like a Game Genie game right here. This is one of the few games that... You just want to do it because you actually want to play the game. You want to go through it, but combat makes it almost impossible to do and so unfun that you just don't have... You lose all desire, even though you want to. So this is definitely a game where if you Game Genie the hell out of it, made yourself just invincible to a point where you can go through and have some fun with it, I think this is a game that you would actually finish. But other than that, like, playing it normal as is just no good. It really sucks. So anyways, with that being said, guys, thanks for joining me. Till next time, you guys have a great day.